Okay. My phone overheats, and I had to close the blind there, so. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. So it's just gonna say 0. Okay, I figured out how to. I'm just taking away first letter, so it's just 0, 1, 2, 3. First priority. First priority, second priority, third priority. Okay. And first priority is. I kind of like. I'm gonna say 0 is going to be. Zero is, what color should the 0 be? I kind of like the color that it is now. 0 priority. Should just have it just be gray. Yeah. Just keep it at gray because it's just not even, you know, I don't have it in my active priority. So gray. First priority. So when you look at something, you're like, oh my gosh, that's first priority. It's always red. Like red is always the like, oh, that's the first priority. You know, like, oh my gosh, that's more of like something's overdue. Like, so, and I just don't like seeing red on my page. It's like a, it just like gives me anxiety to see like, you know, if you have a bunch of things that are late, like if you have late assignments, late projects, like whatever, if everything is highlighted in red that is overdue, it's urgent, yes, but then it just gives me like oh my gosh. Not that it's like urgent or it's like, oh, that's the first priority because it's, you know, overdue. But I don't like that. Maybe like pink. Maybe like an off red, like a pink. Main priority. I just need it to be light. Main priority, I'll say is the light blue, maybe? Let's see how this looks. And then second priority, right now I have it as like a green color. Maybe first priority be like the lilac color. Oh, it's a nice color. Oh. Let me see how this looks and then I'll say second priority, maybe the blue, and then maybe like an orange for the third priority. Let's see how that looks. What just happened? Okay, that didn't work. Oh, it doesn't adjust the already boxes. That's kind of annoying. Well, because I'm doing this right now. Why is all of this highlighted now? I kind of like that actually. Yeah, so we'll keep 0 at just the gray. First priority. Let me preview. Can I preview? Second priority. Like, first priority being red is always like universal. I feel like I should just see, and I'm taking too long. Like, what I spent like 5 minutes just okay. Wait, oh, I guess that makes sense that 0 is the first in the number line. It makes sense that 0 is the first in the number line. But when you say it like, okay, you're 0 priority. No, your first priority. This task, first priority. You know, if I said, this is my first priority, this is my 0 priority. So I just got to take out the 0 entirely. Yeah. Yep. Yep, so there can't be a 0. Or how about I can't enter no value? Can I just enter that value? Let's see. Oh, it doesn't even show up. Okay, well, I guess if it's not a priority, then it shouldn't. If it's not 1, 2, or 3 priority, then I won't put it on the active list. So we'll just go with that. And we'll just go with so I'll keep the 0 priority. No, because the 0 priority would only be on the backlog then. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we'll add the 0. 0 for that. And then when it's adjusted, so if I was looking at my active list, if something, like I just went back and looked at it and said like, okay, some things aren't necessarily a priority right now, so that could just go back on my, go back to my backlog. And then, so then not started here. This has started, in progress. I need to decide how long. Oh man, I gotta write a list. I gotta just make a note for myself. So I have the Nice Girl series. Well, mistakes. Nice Girl series. Okay. And then I just need a different framework for that because I did not have an end date for that. So I could probably even make it like 100, honestly. 100 mistakes. That's a lot of mistakes. Let's just keep it at like that's a lot of mistakes. Okay? That I don't want to say, I don't want to consider mistakes, but that's a lot of adjustment. If somebody said to me, you can adjust 100 different things in how you react. Or I guess if somebody said to me, you're making 100 mistakes every time, every day, or like all the time, I don't know. Like you can improve 100 of your mistakes. What you even consider as mistakes. Anyways, let's just get out of that, okay? And just I'll go on forever for that. Whoa. So I just need. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just need to have a end time frame. Otherwise, I'll be on this forever. So let me. Maybe I'll just say 50. 50 is like a solid number, I think. I think 50 is a good number. Yeah, like 50. Okay. And then Okay, so now let me just add this because this is what is this? When the field is at 0. Oh wait, let me just do that here. Actually, okay, let's try this. Okay, let's see if I can just add one piece of okay. All right, here. Okay, so where is the unedit here? Isn't it on? E. E return. Okay. I don't need to put in. Oh wait, here it is. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, so so let me read through this. Okay. So I just define everything here? No. That function is pro function process sheet move, existing task. Okay, so function E here, range E, value return. Okay. Range. So Kodashi equals range get sheet. Your range get row. Oh, okay. On edit E. Now with, if this, okay. Common value, but okay, that's what I thought. New back, okay, this is what I was wanting right here. Right, because then I wouldn't have to, okay. Okay, so if search after sheet name, yeah, okay. String equals row. Range, string, get row. Column, new backlog. Okay, so this is where this would go. Here. Okay. All right, I see that. Get the entire row of data like that appended to the backlog sheet. Value 0, okay. Get last column, okay. Will that work? Let's see. Oh, what? I cannot be on this forever. Okay, so I'm trying to find column 6. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F. Oh, wait, no. One, two, three, four. What is this looking at? No. Background. That's not. That's not what it's called, but. Okay, so okay, if the constant priority column, no, it's not. No tasks. Oh, it is that. That is what it is. Oh, I thought that. Is it going by the sheet name or is it going by the? Sheet name or the title? Okay. Oh, which is the name on written at the bottom of your spreadsheet screen. Okay, so that's not what's at the bottom of my. Okay. Written on the tab at the bottom of your spreadsheet screen. That's not what that's called then. Why would it pull that? I don't get why it would pull that then. Okay. And then okay. Yep. Okay. That looks right. And then okay. Okay, is that yeah, okay, okay, all right, yeah, that's what I thought there. Okay. Okay, so priority invalidation equals 0. Okay. Backlog sheet equals that. Yep. Okay. Get the entire row of data. Yep. Active sheet, get row. 1 active sheet, get column. Okay, get value is 0. Append it to backshift backlog sheet. Append row data. Yep, stop executing the rest of the script for this edit since the row is gone. Okay. Okay. Well, that. Okay, and then it, okay. All right, and then the new backlog logic there. Now, why should I, okay, this is how it looks right now. Let me put this in here. This is how this looks. Do I need to remove the first? As I have. It's not though. Why is it saying that? That's not what I have as my. Okay. Oh. Okay, I gotta stop with my. Gentle. Oh. This chair is not a computer chair. So let's stretch my neck a little bit. Okay, so dude, the sheet name at the bottom. Yeah, FFP. Task. The underscore rate. Now, tasks is in the actual sheet as the table title. Yeah, that's what I have. Right, so where is the, that's what I was thinking, that I did have that. Okay, now my question for that is, what's on edit? Right, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Cool. Cool. All right. Sweet. That is what I thought. Sweetie. Coolio. I was always saying cool all the time, and I was able to stop for a while, and now I just said it again. Blame. Okay, that's the new backlog. Okay, so let's save that. Line 29. Oh, yeah. Oh, and active sheet, and sheet, and this. Lowercase trim, okay, get wrong, get wrong. Oh, all of this stuff. Okay, I already have that there. Okay. Now I'll save that. Now did that work? Cannot read the properties of move row. Cannot read properties of undefined reading get sheet name. Okay. Okay. All right, let's. Okay, let's switch to 1 and then. Here we go. Okay, but why isn't it moving when it's already 0? I don't like that. Hmm. Hmm. But sure, but okay. 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 So go to this part. F and turn. Okay. Here, here. And do that in a second. Save that. Exit on that one. Digest. Oh, okay, good. No, okay. So, priority, okay. And then okay, there. Okay, and then I need so this would be here. Oh, okay. Right here. Okay, so right. I think I need that many. Right here. Where's the end for that one? Oh, okay. And for this one, it's there. And for that one, it's there. Okay. Scan backward from bottom to top so row deletion doesn't skip rows. Okay. Now, actually, instead of it just detecting for that, I would imagine that I can make it so it detects for each. The thing is that in just this basic script, right? I'm like, okay, if I have all of these functions running, right? Then if one function completes all the way through, I'm having it scan through the sheet to see, because the whole where did this whole issue start? Where then it was like, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, okay, and then the 0 task is to move over to the backlog list instead of me seeing it on the active list. Makes sense, because if it's a 0 priority, then it shouldn't be on the active list in the first place. If it's a 0 priority, honestly, on the backlog list, if it moves from nothing to 0, then it's like, okay, this is what's up next to go on the active list. Okay, so from 0 to, okay, and then so upon refresh, when I refresh the screen, the script should run through. What I'm wanting is the script to run through so that if anything was already updated to 0 or whatever, that would automatically move to the backlog list. Whereas right now it's manual, where I had to like switch it from one priority to the next for the script to register like, oh, now move to backlog. No, don't want to do that. So upon refresh, but also a timer of, hey, are there any 0s on this list? If there are, move to backlog priority. Okay, that makes sense. So let's save that. 98. I have a code error on 98. I wasn't even on that list. Oh. That should work, right? Just had to get rid of a bracket. Okay. Okay, let's see if that worked for my sheet. But now the thing is like, even, did I just close my sheet? What? Oh. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. So now, upon refresh, let's see if that worked. Okay. It did not work. What? What the hey? Oh, and look at that. I had it right there. Oh, backlog sheet right here. Oh, I can name the column right here. Okay. Yeah, so let's put this column up there. I'm just trying to keep this at least my stuff organized. Okay. Okay. does it keep doing that? Why do I keep, do I really just keep exiting out as a damn thing? Out of the, oh, okay. Alright, let me see that. Okay. Complete. Done. Return. Okay. Well, string to string. Back logic. Okay. Backlog. Oh. Okay. Okay. Function open. Okay. On open. Okay. Oh. Wait, I don't need all that. Right. There shouldn't really be an instance where it's still there. And I just closed the sheet again. didn't define. How did it not? Did it not? I don't even need to, no. Once I clear it out this first time, I shouldn't have to, I'm over here just wasting time. Because there shouldn't be an issue otherwise. You know, like, I shouldn't have to do that part over again, because then everything will already got. Okay. Oh, right here. Fuck. Am I just like messing up all my brackets? Okay, that goes there. Okay. What? Oh. Oh. I don't have an extra bracket right there. Oh no, that's what I want right there. That was there. Okay, so let me just make sure I didn't mess it all up. do. Is it because I moved this part? That shouldn't be the issue though. Because that's just defining everything else. Okay. Edit return, new back logic, okay. Zero, right? Get the entire row. Oh, this is what I was saying isn't needed, right? If this turn, right? If, and then this is the here. The classic stray curly bracket, curly brace trap. Reference error, sheet name is not defined, is happening because you have an extra closing curly bracket, brace, right at the end of your new backlog logic. Okay, so you see this, scrutiny, okay. Section in your code, okay. Yeah. Attempted to execute on edit but could not save. Okay, didn't I just erase that? Okay. Yes. Gosh. Not messing with that anymore. There. Cool. Alright. That was so annoying. That just took me like 20 minutes. Yeah, but I also need to make sure that wait, what is column C? No, I need it to be 3. Wait. Did I? Okay. Oh, gosh. All my code is just all jumbled around. The task is, oh, because I added a column. That's why stuff isn't working right, because I think the columns are all messed up. Okay, so column A is 1, and that's the number column, right? The input date is now number 2. So that's why when I enter in, okay, now is this updated to, where is it? Auto number insert date right here. Boom. Okay. All right, so I have it as auto number and start date. Yep. Okay. That's why that's not working. Get row. The date column is on the active sheet. Column equals the task column. Yes, but the task column is now number, the task column is no longer, the task column is now number 3. So if I just change the column number and then the date column, oh wait, is it the task number? Oh shoot. The start date. No, oh shoot. Okay, now I'm gonna all jumbled up. Okay, column number 1 is the number column. Task number column, that's what I should have labeled that as, but whatever. Number 2 is the input date. So that is not the start date. The start date is column G. Wait. But the start date changes when this changes to in progress. Now, does that still update? It does not. Okay. Figuring out that puzzle. Okay. So we got the task. I should first define all of these anyways. Okay, so let me just run through this code really quick, okay? So the number column is 1. So we'll leave that at that. Task column is 2. That's the input date. I should say input date, not because column 2 I gotcha. Okay, so the task column moved to task 3. So this would be this. Okay, let's go back. What had happened was I added a column, and that was the input date. Okay. That was the task input date. So this would equal 2 here. Now that is column B. So now, input date column 2. So now column 2, the task column is actually column 3. Okay, the task column 3. Task column 3. Okay, the date column now is the start date, which is G. That is column 3, 6, 7. That is column 7. Task column 7. Right, okay. And this is G. Okay, now X here. Okay. All right. So we have A, B, C, Okay, what is column D? Right here, the priority column here. Column C. E. Okay. But then I'm going to have to update all my columns if I choose to add another column. Okay. Okay. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. What is column 5? I should probably just have the column on here anyway. Oh yeah, that's the owner title. Search. Okay. Okay. So now I need to find where the input column used to be, or wait, no, the okay, right here. Auto number and start date. So this task column is the, yeah, no, that's, is that column 7? Oh no. Let me look for the number column here. Yeah, row. So the task column is C now. Wait, what is 7? No, that's the column start date. No. Ugh. Gosh. No. Okay, 1 is the number column. Okay. This is, I need to update this because that just is driving me wild. Task number column. actually. Task, input, date column, this is the start task. Start date column. And then this is the task. Task what? Task completed date. Okay, now let's see. Okay. Oh, I sure did. Okay, so what? Start date is column 3. No, that is the task. Column 3 is the task description. here is the fully adjusted code to reflect that change. Now the auto, okay, so let's, oh, I can probably just refresh this and then it would not. Because I'm not, okay. I just don't want it to. I just had to get the unedited version here. Here, then copy that, and then all, and then see if that. Now I'll save that and see if that adjusted and made everything the way I was expecting. Okay, so let's try it out. Okay. Test, task. Okay. Did not. Oh, I thought that I just updated all that and I did not. Wait, did I? Yes, I did. Okay. All right, so let's see what the issue is here. Get sheet name, task, get sheet. Well, at least that worked. Okay, well, that works. Okay. That's good. It's the auto here. Oh, do I not have... Ooh, 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 ooh. I might know what's going on in this. How do I get this out of the way? Why is this even here? Oh, did I really just like... Wait, where are my all my twos? What's wrong with my twos one? Okay. That's the thing, if I don't complete this... Yeah, if I don't complete this, it's just like... I probably could have bought something like this for like $1 or $2, but it's just... Then I still would have to make edits to it anyways, because it wouldn't be exactly how I was wanting it to be, and it's just... Yeah, so either way, then I'm looking at somebody else's code, and it's just like... Yeah. But I am gonna have... form of caffeine out right now. Right, she was like all the way over here. So, caffeine. Caffeination. Illumination. Let me bring this over. And okay. So I made some of this. See, this is the sausage that they made over the weekend, and it's already been like 4 days. So I think it's still good, but I'm just gonna have a tortilla and flip that around. Plant out of the way. And oh wait, this is the ultra heat. Apparently. What's that right there? And then put them here. Okay. So you know, I used to be able to like flip these on the flame like no problem, and now like not even a little bit. Ah! Ah! So I think I wasn't gonna eat and there's these buns. That's good. Ooh, okay. Yup. We got some mustard. This pepperoncini. However, no tomato. No tomato, tomato. Ooh, brunch, ginger paste, basil. A lot of good stuff. She's got a lot of good stuff in her fridge. So do not touch that. Here. Oh no! No! Ugh. Okay, that heated up quick. Oh shit! No! No! Where's the fire alarm? No! Push to start. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. Oopsies. Oh snap. I was not prepared. Oh shit. We just used this. Oh my god, everything's going off. How many are there? Oh my god! I don't know where they all are. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. I don't know where the other one is. Oh my gosh, there it is. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't even turn off the freaking flame. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was intense.
Sliding door open.
That was so fast. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. That was intense. That was freaking intense. That was wild. Oh my gosh. Now where is the other mitt? That was freaking unexpected. I'm just gonna keep it in the oven for now. Okay, welcome back. Wow, that was crazy. Okay. Let's not have that happen again. So this oven says ultra heat. Okay? I'm thinking it's just normal, whatever. Things say ultra heat all the time. That was like that was no time whatsoever. Like, that was quick. Damn. And then, I don't know if you can see the actual pan. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was crazy. Holy moly. Holy moly. That was crazy. That was scary. That happened so flippin' fast. All right. Okay, and she's got like, it's great, fantastic, actually. Absolutely fantastic that she does have a fire alarm in every room. That was crazy. That got scary so fast. That was so fast. That was so crazy. Yeah. 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 I've used a cast iron skillet before, but it did not heat up that fast the way that did. That was crazy. All right, let's go back to making a hot dog. Or not the hot dog, this eating some leftovers. Okay. That was just so fast. Oh my gosh. That was scary. Okay. You never know when you're using a new oven. Oh, ketchup. She doesn't have ketchup. Yes, she does. She has an entire right. So let's put this on a plate and just enjoy. Enjoy that I did not just start a fire in the house. That was crazy. Okay. Yeah, that was okay. Let's ooh, I'm hungry. I didn't realize how hungry I was actually. What do we got there? That. This, but I try not to eat as many carbs, but somehow it just happens that I just end up eating all. And raspberries are going quick. I gotta eat like all of these like today. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can tell how smoky it is in here right now. Yeah. That'll be a fun stream to look back on. Yeah, cause whoa. Okay. So let's see, hold on. Down here so I can see this isn't. Okay, here's what we got. Oh, that's, wait, this way? Yeah, this is a pepperoncini, or the, I don't know. It's not a hot dog like I was thinking, but I think better than a regular hot dog. Yeah. Yeah, that got scary quick.